Hello and welcome to our School at Home class in English Grade 10. We are in the first quarter of our set of lessons, and I hope everybody will delight in learning today with lesson number 15, Factors of Public Speaking. Surely you have experienced talking in front of people, like in your class activity or family gatherings. How was the experience? This experience must be nerve-wracking but somehow fulfilling when we get across the message to the people listening to us. Speaking in front of a number of people, if not always, has become part of our experience, and unknowingly for some, they have engaged themselves to public speaking. In this lesson, we are going to learn about what public speaking is and its factors that we need to consider, helping us to bring our message across to a much bigger audience with efficacy and excellence. When did public speaking start? Public speaking is an ancient art. It started in Athens, Greece 2,500 years ago, where people met in groups to debate about different topics like war, economics, and politics. Popular public speakers during that time were Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. In the Philippines, ancient Filipinos performed karagatan, or si, a lament poem when their loved ones passed away. During the American period, political meetings were publicly done in plazas, or balagtasan, a monologue debate with a mixture of poetic verses, is also practiced. In the 21st century, public speaking has become more useful and one of the skills needed to be successful and get your dream job. Now that we know how public speaking started, let us know more about it through the definitions we have in this lesson. According to O'Hare and Wyman, public speaking is a powerful communication. The ideas or messages you convey to people can influence the way they think and move. Therefore, public speaking becomes powerful. Number 2, it includes a speaker who has a reason for speaking. When you do public speaking, you should have a clear goal as a speaker. You should answer the question, why should I deliver this message? The third one is, it includes an audience that gives the speaker attention. Public speaking includes the public, or the audience. They are the people who listen, understand, and react from your message. With the use of technology, audience can be virtual too. Normally, they are present face-to-face. Number 4, public speaking includes a message that is meant to accomplish a specific purpose. Your message should be clear and direct. As a public speaker, you must answer the question, what is my message all about? Do you still remember the important points in public speaking from the given definition? Let's see if you can answer the following question. Here is the first question. It is where the power of public speaking lies that influences the way people think and move. Is it letter A, communication, or B, message? The correct answer for this question is B, message. Here is question number 2. It should be the goal of every speaker when they do public speaking. Is it letter A, reason for speaking, or B, listen, understand, and react to the message? The correct answer to this question is letter A, reason for speaking. Here is the third question. Since public speaking includes a crowd or an audience, the message should be, is it A, clear and direct, or B, should be virtual? correct answer is letter A, clear and direct. Now that public speaking has been defined, we will learn its factors affecting the speaker's efficacy and effectiveness of delivering speech to the audience. Historically, Aristotle is one of the first public speakers in Greece who explained the pillars of public speaking, or simply the important factors of public speaking and persuasion, which still being used until now. What are the factors of public speaking? According to Aristotle, these factors are ethos, pathos, and logos. Ethos, or credibility, is the trust of the audience to the speaker. Ethos is the Greek word for the character in ethics. It must be established from the start of your talk, or the audience will not accept what you say. Let's listen to these two speakers discussing about the topic, how to be healthy. Speaker A.
According to a health expert, their heart beats about 115,000 times each day.
Speaker B.
According to Dr. John Hopkins of the University of Health Sciences, your heart beats about 115,000 times each day.
What can you say about the ethos or the credibility of the information shared by the speakers in these speech excerpts? We can see that Speaker A has a weaker ethos or credibility as to quoting the source of the information. Quoting an important detail of a speech from an unknown source will weaken the credibility of the speaker's message. The speaker quoted a source, but it is not specific. It quotes a health expert as the source, which is vague. Although the source is related to health, the profession of the source is more of advertising. To establish ethos or credibility, it is better to quote a specific expert in the field or topic you are discussing, just like Speaker B, which quoted Dr. John Hopkins of the University of Health Sciences, making the speech trustworthy, since it is quoting a direct profession to the details. Pathos, or emotion, is related to the speaker's empathy to the audience. Pathos is the Greek word to persuade by appealing to the audience emotion. It is needed to emotionally connect with them to influence them. Here is a speech excerpt about choosing right leaders, which speaker shows pathos or emotion in the speech. Listen carefully.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Are you disappointed with the policies of our community? Are you impatient for the changes? Until when? The hopes of the future begin with us.
Speaker B.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Our community has a problem to solve. Today, I will talk about the possible solutions to solve those problems. Nobody will solve this but us.
To establish pathos or emotion in your speech, it is advisable to start with letter A. Speaker A uses words directly about negative feelings like disappointed, impatient, and hope. On the other hand, Speaker B has less words to connect emotionally. To connect with the audience, you need to use words which activate the emotion of the listeners. Logos or logic. It is the use of logic by relying on the audience's intelligence and giving evidence in support of your messages. Logos also develops ethos because the information makes you look knowledgeable. For example, on the topic, why is English important? Which speaker has the better way to show logos in the speech? Listen carefully. Speaker A.
Many people use English in many purposes and places. Everybody speaks English around the world. It is important in businesses and schools. According to International Language Association, many students and businessmen use English to communicate for their daily lives and jobs.
Speaker B.
International Language Association says that out of 7.5 billion population in the world, 1.5 billion speak English. It is about 20% of the Earth's population. Moreover, English is used both in schools and businesses. Therefore, it becomes an important language of the modern world.
Speaker B has a better way of showing logos. Statistics and facts are truth-based on evidence. B uses statistics like 1.5 billion and 20%, which makes it factual. The arrangement of ideas should also be well organized. Knowing the important factors in public speaking, let us see how well you can apply these factors effectively in public speaking. Find the right action for each situation presented in each item. Let's begin. Number 1. If you are given a task to give a speech to share experiences in a school club, and the audience are parents and teachers, what is the better way to show ethos in your speech? Is it letter A, stand in front and move your hands freely while talking, walk around the podium if needed? Or letter B, stand in front and put your hands in your pocket while talking. Avoid other movements. The answer is A. Hand movements and body movements are important to establish ethos in public speaking. In A, it shows confidence as you share your experiences. Number 2. If a speech topic is given to you about graduation speech and the audience will be the students, parents, teachers, and guests, what is the better way to show pathos in your speech? Is it letter A?
We are now gathered to celebrate our success. We thank our teachers and parents for all their support as we graduate today. This is one of the best days of our lives.
For letter B,
we are gathered to celebrate the sweet and fresh success. We really thank our supportive, kind, and hardworking teachers and parents as we graduate on this most awaited day of our 4-year stay in high school.
the answer is B. Using descriptive words that connects to the senses of the audience like sweet, fresh, supportive, kind, hardworking, most awaited, and 4 years show higher pathos or emotional connection. Using plain words without specific description gives boring impression. To wrap everything up that we talked about in this lesson, let us remember that public speaking is a powerful communication that includes a speaker, audience, and a message. It has 3 factors to be effective, which are ethos, pathos, and logos. Ethos is about the credibility and trustworthiness of the speaker. Pathos is about the emotional connection to the audience. Logos is about the organization or logical connection of the ideas in the speech. It also includes the use of facts and statistics to make the speech factual. After viewing and listening to this video lesson, do not forget to do these exercises as your homeschool work for today, worksheet number 15, English 10 First Quarter. Goodbye and see you in the next lesson.
Do you want to know?